They announced Henderson, packed house out there in Oakland. Boom, first at bat, Chinchy walks, place goes nuts. Henderson's back because it's his second time with the team. Just came from the Yankees, came up with the A's. Are so fired up. Henderson's on first. Boom, latch goes through the signs. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing's on. First pitch, bam! Henderson takes off. Slides in the second. They're like, what the?
I'm in love with this good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom! Coming in hot, Chinchy. What's going on, man? On this Monday, right? Christmas Eve of Christmas Eve.
Yes, it's the eve of the eve. Dude, I swear, man. First of all, coming in hot, but it's like 9 degrees here. I've been out all morning shopping like nuts. Like, it's crazy out there, dude. It's intense out there, but it's all.
Do you have a mall? Were you like? Because we have a mall right near us, South Hills Village. If you go near the mall, bro, you're getting crushed.
Oh, I don't go near any malls. I go like little like Italian market over here. We do a lot of our shopping online, whatever. But it's nuts, man. Anyway, and hey, dude, Christmas presents under a lot of baseball teams' trees. We got all right. Let's go. Manaea, Mets, Paul Goldschmidt, Yankees, Santana goes back to Cleveland, Naylor's a D-back, Walker Buehler just signed with the Red Sox. What am I missing? Tons.
Andrew McCutcheon's back to the Pirates. Jock Peterson to the Rangers. Nathaniel Lowe traded to the Nationals.
Yes.
There's a lot.
There's a lot going on. I guess.
No, Jesus Luzardo to the Phillies.
Unbelievable. I mean, look, I guess listen, a lot of people want to get it over. We said it before, like, do you get it over before the holidays? Now I think if you haven't, maybe you just wait till after the new year, but there is action. It is hot. The stove is hot.
And also we'll get to Rickey Henderson at the end because we got a good story. I'll have you guys a little hook there. Really good story. Keep you to the end, but that's it's an absolute tragedy that Rickey passed away. But talking baseball first, I mean, there's a lot. I love Goldschmidt to the Yankees, dude. It's a 1-year deal, $12.5 million. They didn't want to really give Christian Walker at his age a 3-year deal, 4-year deal, I think. So they went with Goldie, who didn't have a great year last year. But don't forget, 2 years ago, he was the MVP of the NL. He had a good last couple months. And the Yankees need a good first baseman. They don't want to just, put Birdie over there. With Riz being gone, when Riz was out, they had Birdie over there, they had Cabrera over there. They just were kind of DJ LeMahieu. They were piecemealing. I mean, you want to have a legit first baseman there. So I think that's a big sign for them.
And you mentioned to me, you don't think that St. Louis is the greatest ballpark to hit in?
It's terrible.
Wow.
St. Louis is not a good hitter's park, dude. It really is. I mean, look, how many guys from St. Louis in the last 10 years have had big years there? I mean, Goldschmidt had one in 22.
Nolan Arenado's on the market right now because his numbers.
Arenado, I mean, dude, look at his numbers have drastically dropped. You know what I mean? So, like, both those guys, it's not a great place to hit. You got to hit it, bro. You're in St. Louis, you want a home run, you better hit it.
Yeah, hit it or quit it. And then let's stay on offense. So it's almost like Naylor goes D-backs, Santana goes back to Cleveland. Pretty good stuff for both of those squads after losing guys, fill in holes.
Well, yeah. You said Naylor and
Naylor goes to the D-backs.
Yeah, Naylor goes to the D-backs, then Jock Peterson goes to the Rangers.
Oh, that's right. And then
he was with the D-backs.
Yeah, and then that's right. And then Santana goes back to
that's right.
It's this whole year everybody's just filling holes that they're losing. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I think Josh Naylor did a great job, dude. Josh Naylor had one of his career years. The Guardians see the writing on the wall. They're not going to be able to pay him his price tag because he's going to get paid. Guy doesn't strike out, drives and runs. He's a killer at the plate. He hits home runs now. So I mean, I think the Guardians were looking ahead, saying, "Listen, we want to be able to get something for Naylor." So good for Naylor for going to the Diamondbacks. I think that's going to be great for them. The Diamondbacks also losing Jock Peterson. That was a big left-handed bat in that lineup.
Yeah, you're right.
So they knew they needed to replace that, him and Christian Walker. So, I don't know if Naylor replaces both of them, but it definitely gets them back into a position where they feel comfortable. So that's That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Santana going back to the Guardians, dude. That guy was a fan favorite, man. Came up in that organization, came up with them, really broke into the big leagues with them. So Carlos is still playing good baseball, so that makes
Gold Glove, first Gold Glove in his career last year. One of the oldest
oldest
guy ever to get a Gold Glove.
pick it over there, man. Yeah, he could pick it over there. So that's a nice sign.
And then, dude, you've been banging the drum. Everybody talked about Juan Soto to the Mets. Juan Soto to the Mets. The day they signed him, you said they still have to get Manaea back.
Yeah,
still have to get him back. And
he's the guy. Because I really believe if you look at his last couple months when he dropped down that arm angle, he made himself. I mean, he might have made himself $30 million
Yeah.
by just those last 2 months because he really became like an ace.
Yeah.
He became one of the best pitchers in the game, dropping down to that 16-angle slot with that high-rise fastball, and the slider played better. So, I mean, he got 3 years, $75 million to the Mets. That's a great sign because you don't win without pitching. I don't care how good your lineup is. Like I said, I think I was in one of the best lineups in the big leagues at the time. It was me, Adam Dunn, Ken Griffey Jr., Austin Kearns. Dante. Bichette wasn't on the team, but we were banging, man. We had some. Yeah, Dante was on the team. Dante Bichette. We were banging. We had no pitching, and we lost. So, at the end of the day, I don't care if you go get Juan Soto for $900 million. You don't have pitching, you ain't winning.
Right.
So, good job for David Stearns. I think also too with the Mets, I think we get caught up in Stevie Cohen, which is good because he has the money, and then obviously Mendoza's done an incredible job. But David Stearns, dude, don't sleep on David Stearns. Hired Mendoza. Don't sleep on him. The good stuff that he did in Milwaukee there too. This guy is good, man. One thing I've heard about David Stearns is that he's a baseball guy. He's not just an analytics guy. He comes from, the kind of little bit of the old school, and they do a great job of navigating that relationship between analytic guys being in the dugout, being in the clubhouse. Yeah. And just guys getting the numbers that they need. So David Stearns has done a great job, man.
And honestly, to your point, and actually to a lot of stuff you're saying, like breakthrough pro, how do you deal with adversity? That first couple months of the season and being in New York and all that, everybody was like, punt, sell, get rid of Alonso at the break, get rid of they're talking about trading Lindor, whatever, and he's like, we like our team. We like our team. And they trimmed a lot of fat early on. Don't forget they had some guys in that clubhouse. One dude threw his glove into the stands. He was gone. He was gone before he got into the clubhouse.
Right.
They made a lot of subtle, calm moves where you don't see calm a lot in this day and age of the internet and everybody knocking you out. So, look, the Mets are in good shape, man. Are they the favorites right now to win the World Series, or do you stay Dodgers until you knock them off? It's a good question.
I think the Dodgers, dude, are still. Remember, they just signed Snell. They have all those guys coming back. We didn't even see Glasnow and those guys during the season. I mean, in the postseason. I mean,
and you haven't seen Ohtani pitch.
We haven't seen Ohtani pitch.
Oh God,
dude. So I gotta say the Dodgers still there. Yeah. I still don't know if the Mets are better than the Phillies yet. I think the Phillies getting Jesus Luzardo. That's another guy that just happened the other day. They got their number 4 prospect and another guy. Dude, that guy's got good stuff. And I almost feel like you get him in a different environment, maybe into Philly where he's in a race, he's on a good team. Maybe he takes his game to another level. There's nothing like being on the worst team in baseball and just trying to grind through the year and so maybe that helps him a lot too. So Luzardo into that rotation is a good thing. So the Phillies are still loaded, dude.
I think you're right, dude. The National League has more great championship contending teams on this day than the American League.
There's no doubt.
Yankees have I think they have improved, and I think they're still looking. And by the way, don't forget there's still an ace out there from Japan who
Well, I was saying Sasaki.
Yeah. So
I right when you said that, Chinch, I thought of the Padres. I'm like, oh yeah, the Padres are still
right. Yeah.
If they get Sasaki, that's huge. Now you're and I'm wondering to see with this Dylan C stuff if they're really shopping him too.
Interesting, yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting.
It's a very interesting year this year because, like you said, like guys aren't. It's not like, oh, we're letting somebody go, so we're rebuilding. It's like, no, everybody's retooling. I think the top teams and the middle teams are trying to get great, and the great teams are trying to beat the Dodgers. And you're seeing that. You're seeing like, oh, we lost that guy. Well, we already had our plan B. There's plan Bs and Cs like never before in a game.
Oh, I agree. And talk about a plan B. The Red Sox this morning signed Walker Buehler.
Bam. There you go.
That's a nice pickup, dude. If Walker Buehler, I mean, listen, you go back to that postseason. I mean, Dave Roberts is bringing him in to close out Game 5 to win the World Series. And that curveball he was throwing was elite. So, he's over a year out of Tommy John. Yeah, that could be a great sign, man, for the Red Sox. So you got Crochet. If Buehler's back, you got him, and then you've got the rest of that rotation. So the Red Sox are trying to make the run too. So a lot of teams are doing a lot of stuff to get back in the mix.
Yeah. And then let's talk about a celebration right now of the life of somebody. This was, dude, this really hit me hard as just a fan of the sport and love of the game and everything. But Rickey Henderson is one of the crowned princes of this sport, on and off the field. His personality, his skill set, and we lost one of the greatest players in the history of the game. I'm going to say it, the greatest leadoff hitter in the history of baseball.
Oh, easily, dude. I you know what? This one for me, I mean, I got a chance to play against Rickey for a long time. Got a chance to play with guys that played with Rickey. So he was one of a kind, dude. I remember when I first got called up to the big leagues, we played in the Mets, and Rickey gets on base. Rickey gets on base. Was it the Mets or the Padres? I can't remember. Anyway, it was Rickey Henderson early on in my career. I just remember the second week I was there, he gets on with like a walk, and he gets to first base and change. All I want to do is talk to this guy. Oh my God, it's Rickey Henderson. I got his 1980 Topps card, still in decent condition, rookie. I'm like, this is incredible. So I'm holding him on. I'm like, hey, a big fan of yours, and I didn't know what to say. Literally, I locked up. I was like the annoying fan. I'm like, good walk. I didn't know what to say. I just said, good walk. Chich, he didn't even say a word to me. He looked at me like, you know what? I'm about to go 90 feet, son. I can't take another word from you. And off you went. Next pitch, bam. He was stealing second base and scored. Got a chance to play against him, a couple more years, I think. But, man, Rickey was Rickey, man. Rickey was one of a kind. I think one thing that we love about Rickey, there's so many great stories of Rickey Henderson. I heard one of the greatest stories ever, though, of Rickey Henderson. And what a celebration, because I think when Rickey died, I think all of us were so shocked. But then you started to hear stories of Rickey coming out. Mm-hmm. And this is my favorite Rickey Henderson story on top of probably 10 of them.
Let's go.
But this is the one I'll tell today. So 2011, I believe, the Cardinals are in the World Series against the Rangers. I'm not sure if I have the year right, but I'm pretty sure I do. So we're on set at MLB Network, and Peter Gammons is coming on set. So they get you were probably there. You probably got me off the set. So me and Harold get off the set for Peter to come on and talk to Greg, I think. Mm-hmm. So during that time, we were going to be off for 20 minutes. So Harold's like, hey, let's go talk to Big Mac and Tony La Russa. And I'm thinking to myself, Tony is so serious. He's not going to want to talk to us. Like, this guy is so locked in. Yeah. But it was like Game 5. The Cardinals were up, I think, like 2-1 or 3-1 or whatever it was. I can't remember. Yeah. And so we go over there, and Harold's like, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? What's up, Big Man? Big Mac's like, hey, what's up, Case? What's up, Harold? And then Tony's like, hey, what's up, guys? And like I said, with Tony, I don't know Tony. I just from afar, I was like, man, I don't like Tony La Russa because I was such a red, all those years. But Tony's a pretty good guy. So Big Mac's like, hey, Tony, tell Case and H the Rickey Henderson story. And I'm thinking, no way is he going to tell that story. And he's like, oh, you guys want to hear it? I'm like, yeah, we want to hear it. You kidding me? So he says, back in 1989, they need a leadoff hitter. So Tony's like, this is right from Tony's mouth. We need a leadoff hitter. So we're like, okay, let's, we're going to go get Rickey Henderson. So they go get Rickey Henderson. Well, all the papers were like, this is a terrible move. Rickey's a selfish player. He's not a team player. This is, we shouldn't do this. And so I guess, Rickey saw the papers and stuff. So first day of spring training, he comes in La Russa's office like, hey, what's going on here, Tony? He's like, Rickey's a team player. Now Rickey talks in the third person. This is how Rickey Henderson talked. Rickey's a team player. I don't know what's going on here. I'm reading the papers. They're saying that Rickey's not a team player. That Rickey's selfish. Rickey's not selfish. Rickey is a team player. And I'm going to prove it this spring training. And Tony's like, Rickey, none of us are saying that. He's like, we got you because you are a team player. We know you're not selfish. You're the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. Just be that. We're going to be just fine. We got Canseco, McGuire, all these guys. So I was like, okay, I just want to let you know, Tony. I just want to let you know I'm a team player. So spring training goes on, Chinch. His message all spring training was, I'm a team player. I'm not selfish, And Rickey's one of the best teammates out there. Guys loved him. So the last day of spring training, Tony gets all the the guys together, 25 guys. Like, all right, guys, congratulations. You're the 25 guys we're going north with. We're going west with. You've made the team. We're going to change the signs because during spring training the signs are so easy.
Yeah.
But you get in the regular season, now you got to really change the signs, and you got to have hot signs and stuff. So Renee Latchman was the third base coach, and so he goes, all right, Latch, you give everybody the signs. So Latch is like, all right, guys, congratulations. We're going to go through the signs. Rickey, you're the greatest base steer of all time. You got the green light whenever you want. You don't need the signs. And Rickey's like, hell no. Hell no. Rickey wants the signs. If Rickey don't get the signs, Rickey ain't playing. Rickey ain't playing. So Latchman looks at Tony, and Tony looks at Latch. He's like, all right, he's been preaching this message. Give Rickey the signs too. So Latch is like, all right, guys, here's the signs to everybody and you too, Rickey. So he goes through, boom, 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 boom. He goes, all right, I go through some signs, guys, go to my head, now if I go to my ear, it's hot. As soon as I go to my ear, then if I go to my shirt, it's a steal. Okay, then I go to my ear, it's hot. If I go to my belt, it's a bunt. And I go through it. If I go to my hat, it's a hit and run. Now stay with me. I could go through the signs. I could put something on. But if I go down my arms, that's the takeoff sign. That means nothing's on. I'm taking off the sign. That means nothing's on. So boom, they go through, give the signs. Everyone goes, all right, ready, break. Boom. The next day, they're opening day in Oakland. They go through. They announce Henderson, packed house. Out there in Oakland, boom, first at bat, Chinchy walks, place goes nuts. Henderson's back because it's his second time with the team. Just came from the Yankees, came up with the A's. They're so fired up. Henderson's on first. Boom, Latch goes through the signs. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing's on. First pitch, bam! Henderson takes off. Slides in the second. They're like, what the? So LaRussa looks at Latchman. Latchman looks at LaRussa. He's like, did you give him a sign? He goes, no, I swear to God, I didn't give him a sign. So Latch goes through the signs, boom, 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 nothing. Goes down his arms, make sure that nothing's on, right? Make sure that nothing's on. First pitch, bam, here comes Henderson. Dives into third, safe, And so Latch is like scratching his head. LaRusse is beside himself because he's just made a 6-week stink of he's a team player. Rickey wants a sign. He's not playing if he doesn't get the sign. But Latch went through the signs. He went down. He took everything off. Nothing's on. Boom. Next pitch, Carney Lancer. Remember him? Second baseman. Yeah. Hits a shallow fly ball to right. Henderson tags up. Bam! Slides. Play at the plate. Safe. Everyone's like, let's go. Best leadoff hitter in the game. 1-0 A's. Place is going crazy. Rickey comes in the dugout. He's high-fiving everybody. Now, Tony's telling the story. Tony's like, I'm kind of pissed off. Because, Rickey just made this big stink. He's a team player, but he just stole 2 bases. Like, I don't know what's going on here. So Rickey high-fives the dugout, comes back, puts his helmet in the rack. Tony corners him. And he's like, hey. He's like, Rickey, what's going on? He's like, hey, what's up, Tony? He's like, hey, listen. He goes, I'm so excited you scored with the walk and everything, but I'm a little ticked off here. He goes, you just went through this whole thing about you're a team player, not selfish, all that stuff, and Latch goes through the signs, didn't give you 1 sign to steal, but you stole 2 bases on the first pitch. He's like, what? That's not true. That is not true. He's like, Rickey looked over at Latch. He goes, Latch went through the signs. He gave me the sign. He went through the signs. He went down his arms, Tony. He gave me the takeoff sign, so I took off. True story, dude. He said Latch gave the takeoff sign, so he took off.
That's so great.
It's only Rickey Henderson, dude.
Oh,
There's so many stories like that about Rickey.
Man.
Rickey talking to the third person, but it's such a great story. And to hear it from Tony La Russa, dude, is incredible. So rest in peace, Rickey. You were one of a kind, brother, and you touched everybody, generations, my generation, generations now that look at your stealing 124 bases. That we're looking at Ohtani going, we're looking at Acuna and De La Cruz going, 70 bases. This guy was stealing 120-some bases a year.
Unbelievable, dude.
Taking off.
That was an amazing story. 2 super quick things. One, top 1, 2, or 3 moments in my career. MLB Network, me, Larkin, Harold did the demo with Rickey on how to steal a base. And it was one of the greatest moments of my life, let alone my career. And he was super sweet then. Second thing, this is more important to me. When I was a little kid, dude, the Yankees were fighting. They weren't the Yankees. That was a down time.
Right.
The hottest seat at Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium, when I was a kid, you had to be down the left field line if you were a kid, because Rickey talked to the kids in the stands.
Did he really?
Between every pitch of every inning of every Yankee game I've ever been to in my life. Every little kid, give them balls, talk to them. Ken Griffey Jr. told a story about they played that game.
Pass the glove, yeah.
They were passing the glove off. He was a kid at heart. Ever hear a bad word about that man? Never. If anything, it was like I got to talk to Rickey Henderson, and it was one of the greatest stories I can ever tell, and that's that. So,
and the swag too with Rickey.
the
He was
swag.
the first guy to snatch the ball in the air.
Jimmy Rollins talked about he learned how to hit home runs from pimping him like Rickey. Anyway, God bless him. God bless his family. Pray for them during this holiday time. It's tough during the holidays. So, but hey, haven't got the best leadoff hitter right now.
Dude.
Put him right in the
stories are
lineup.
flowing,
Put him right in the lineup, God.
Yeah. No doubt, dude. No doubt.
Nice. All right, bro. Hey, listen, everybody out there, and especially you, I love you so much. Love your family. Have a great Christmas for you guys. Happy holidays for everybody, everything you're celebrating.
Love you too, Chinchy. Love you guys, man. Have a great holiday. Everyone out there, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, get your family together and do it together. It's going to be great. And one more thing, just Breakthrough Pros coming right around the corner. January 5th, we're starting 1 hour every Sunday night. It's going to be an incredible 8 weeks. So come join us if you can and sign up. So put that link in there, Chinch. Love you, buddy. I'll see you. I'll catch you after the holidays.
You got it.